What's up, guys? Okay, today we're going to be in Tennessee, but we're not going to be with a bunch of dumbass law enforcement. It's even worse than that. We're going to be with the Tennessee legislature. What are they up to? Glad you asked. Also, I'd like to note 82% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. Click the button, it's free. Here's what is going on in Tennessee. Tennessee could lock up foster youth in jail-like facilities under new bill. Research shows it is best practice to house foster kids with families or in communities. But a new bill at the Tennessee legislature would allow the Department of Children's Services to place foster kids in jail-like facilities that are usually reserved for children who have committed crimes. Yes, these children have committed 0 crimes. These children's only issue is the fact that they've been taken away from their parents for whatever reason. Former foster youth Ella Batami said it would put more pressure on foster kids to be perfect. We don't get to make mistakes, she said. We don't get to have temper tantrums. We don't get to have bad days. We're not allowed to be children. Batami wrote the Foster Care Bill of Rights that passed into law last year. She said that kids like her are living on a knife's edge. Getting into trouble could cost them their home, their foster family, and under a new proposal, their freedom. Foster children are entitled to a childhood in the same way other children are entitled to a childhood. Absolutely. She said, it should not be a childhood with the sword of prison dangling over their heads. Absolutely not. These children have committed 0 crimes. These children are in the foster care facility. Some of them were taken away from their parents because their parents were just garbage, and some of them, their parents just didn't want them, so they surrendered them to the state. How do you think that makes a child feel? Knowing that your own parents didn't want you, so they surrendered you to the state. Is it any wonder that some of them are likely to act out? Yes. Can we get them some counseling? Anyway, Tennessee, foster children, juvenile detention. That's where we're at right now.
A controversial solution to a years-long issue backed at the state level. Tennessee could start locking up foster kids in jail-like facilities. Good evening, everyone. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Amanda Robertson for Carrie this evening. Right now, only kids charged with a crime can be held in a juvenile detention center. But a bill supported by the Department of Children's Services would reclassify some foster kids so they could be locked up.
Our investigative reporter Ben Hall has exposed systemic problems within DCS for years now and is digging into these latest details. Ben?
Well, Rory, DCS says this is about safety for kids and for workers. But others claim it's a way for DCS to end the embarrassment of foster kids sleeping in offices by moving some of them to jails.
This is my reading for my humanities class.
Ella Batami is a foster care success story. She went from state custody to college.
Because midterms, so a lot of studying I have to do.
She sounds like any other freshman until she says this.
And also next week, I have I have a meeting with the governor about the bill. So
This time last year, Ella was testifying in the legislature about a bill she wrote.
My name is Ella Brennan. I'm 19.
The Foster Care Bill of Rights. That bill passed, but now she's worried about a new bill she calls dangerous for foster kids.
It functionally criminalizes being a child just because these kids are in foster care.
The bill would allow DCS to put some foster kids into juvenile detention facilities, even if they have not been charged with a crime in juvenile court.
I don't know of a single other state that is handling this issue this way. So it's a pretty shocking proposal.
Vanderbilt law professor Kara Subal says the bill creates a new category of kids called children in need of heightened supervision. A court could send that child to a juvenile jail.
It's basically a shadow juvenile justice system without the clarity, without the specificity. And
It's ridiculous. They don't want to take the time to help these children, so they're just going to lock them away.
without any protections for young people.
2 years ago, DCS quietly changed its policy, allowing for abused and neglected kids to be handcuffed. News Channel 5 investigated.
Abused and neglected. They already have that on their plate. Now just handcuff them and throw them in a cell.
It's reported on a 12-year-old believed to have autism in a transitional home because his family could not care for him, who was double cuffed after refusing to go to bed.
A 12-year-old child. This is a 12-year-old child who didn't want to go to bed. This is what they're doing with them.
Ed.
We have an issue where we are receiving children into custody that are dependent and neglected.
DCS defended the proposed bill the same way it defended the handcuffing policy change, saying some foster kids act out violently, putting staff and other kids in danger.
How do they not know how to deal with children that may act out?
Court has ruled them dependent and neglected, but their behaviors don't match what you would think of as a abused or neglected or an abandoned child.
Commissioner Margie Quinn said violent kids need to be held accountable and sent to juvenile jails.
That lack of accountability, I think, gives rise to additional violent behavior.
But I need them to understand that under this bill, I also would have been classified as a bad kid, just because of my reaction to traumatic events.
Ella remembers being terrified when she left her home and went into state custody.
To be in foster care is really to just not know if the next week you'll be across state lines in a facility, in an office.
She said it's only natural for traumatized kids to get upset, especially when some are sleeping in state offices. She said she could only shower twice a week after going into foster care because at first there was no foster family for her.
These things, yeah, they're going to act out. Does that make them dangerous children? No. Because to be honest, pretty much any adult would do the same thing.
Ella worries DCS is tired of repeated reports about kids staying in offices or poorly run transition homes. So they've decided to move some into juvenile detention beds.
And I didn't know this until I got to researching this. If you want to adopt one of these children and you don't live in Tennessee, you can't adopt them. You have to live in the state to adopt one of them children. How stupid is that?
The current DCS administration is questioned about their practices of keeping children in unsafe DCS offices, and they dodge accountability by blaming the child.
Her college campus seems far from her past life. But Ella says she's still focused on kids still in the foster care system.
I'm lucky enough to make it out, but I'm not leaving them behind.
DCS said it does not comment on pending bills. This bill is due for a hearing next week. If it is changed in any way, we will let you know.
Federal civil rights lawsuit.
Stop. Anyway. Politicians that lie should be put in prison, not kids. I do not want any tax dollars to be spent towards abusing kids. Most people don't. Isn't jailing people without a crime a constitutional violation? Well, just throwing that out there. If you go to jail, even for being innocent, you will more likely end up a criminal as an adult. This bill was literally written by Core Civic, the private prison cartel located in Nashville. It pays $91,000 per juvenile. What a terrible, horrible batch of cowardly legislators to prison state. Kid, I need stability and support. Tennessee lawmakers, best we can do is detention. Yeah, that's ridiculous. What the actual, that's what I said. Traumatized over and over. Yep. The question remains, why do so many politicians have such a vested interest in getting and keeping more and more people in prison? This right here proves it isn't about safety. It's not about safety. It's about the almighty dollar. I'm lucky enough to have made it out, but I'm not leaving them behind. What the? Whose idea was this? Someone's getting paid off to house these kids. As a survivor of foster care, this is the sickest, most heartbreaking thing I've heard in a while. Yep. Most insane thing I've ever heard or seen. And the people of Tennessee wonder why they have such a bad reputation. What psychopath suggests that? It's effing disgusting. It is disgusting. This is such a Tennessee thing. They arrest sober drivers for DUI and now want to send children without parents to jail. Yes, there's a big DUI Tennessee thing going on. Anyway, that's where we're at with this one. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Also, again, 82% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. Click the button. It's free. Let me know what you think about this one, and I'm out.